Minecon 2019 finally introduced the next big update for Minecraft 1.16, and that is the Nether update. And with it, they introduced 3 new biomes, potentially filled with so many new features, blocks, and more. That being said, I thought it would be a fantastic idea to recreate this entire Nether update with my friend Energized, and that's exactly what we did. That being said, my name is SystemZ, and this is the Minecraft 1.16 Nether update. If you enjoyed the video and want to support my channel and help me make videos in the future, consider becoming a member, where you'll be invited to my Minecraft and Discord servers, as well as have a chance to help me with new videos through exclusive community posts. Click the join button below for more information, and also thank you to those of you who have become a member since my last video. How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to a brand new video. My name, of course, is SystemZ, and today we are going to take a look at the Nether update, or at least a recreation of the entire update as shown from Minecon 2019. Now, the Nether update is going to be the next big update for Minecraft 1.16. And myself and my friend Energized recreated the entire thing, as you can see here in front of you. So that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the first biome, the Soul Sand Valley, which is probably one of my favorite amongst all of the different biomes showcased in this update. Because of how ominous it is, there's so many different blocks and features showcased here, I'm really excited. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that you will notice is that this entire biome is covered in soul sand, or at least a new type of block. As you can see, it's not soul sand at all. It's actually soul stone, which could be chiseled down and polished into various different building blocks. This is just one example. Now, you guys know me to be a builder, so I absolutely love this idea. I think this would be very cool. But let's go ahead and move on to the next really cool feature, which is this tree, I guess. I guess it's a tree. If you look in the video, these are weird structures that appear in this biome. I don't really know exactly what they are, but let's pretend like they are a tree. And if they are a tree, maybe it's deadwood, which could be a really cool new block that gives us so many different possibilities. As an example, let's look at the planks, which doesn't look like planks at all. It looks more like some sort of rock, which I think is very cool. But this could potentially be some sort of roofing for buildings. So maybe you could dye it and have some sort of shingle or slate. I think that would be very interesting. But not quite as interesting as the overall atmosphere of this biome. As you can see, there's a blue tint to the Nether whenever you're in the Soul Sand Valley, which I think is very interesting, as well as these really cool particles that makes it all the more mysterious. But not as mysterious as what's going on here. Can you tell me exactly why we have gigantic fossils in the Soul Sand Valley? We don't really have any mobs that are this big in the Nether, and that's why I think that this could lead down a new boss. Perhaps some sort of skeleton-based boss. Now, I do plan on making a video about this later down the line, so make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss it. But another feature is, of course, the blue fire, which is very interesting. How exactly would we recreate this fire? I believe it would be through some sort of new ore that we would find in this biome entirely. Pretty much only in this biome, and that would of course be soul quartz ore. A new form of rare ore that's very similar to quartz but can create so much more. Now, I've got a chest all the way over here in this fossil that pretty much has all of the blocks that make up this example, including the soul quartz. So let's go ahead and check that out. As you can see, we have the different soul stone and soul sand. We've got the bone blocks and the deadwood, which I absolutely love. And then, of course, the soul quartz, which could be used to create so many new items. The possibilities are endless. Now, this is what soul quartz looks like, as you can see here. Whenever you break the block, you would get the quartz. You could use it to create flint and steel, which could create blue fire, which could alone just have so many different things. Perhaps it's healing instead of damaging. I think that could be very interesting. And then, of course, you could use it to create tools, weapons, and armor, such as the soul stone pickaxe or the soul stone sword, as you see in front of you. Now, I don't really know what they would do, so I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Let me know in the comments how this could be different from a normal weapon or tool. And last but certainly not least, a new enchantment known as Soulbound, where whenever you have it attached to a weapon or tool and you die, you actually keep the item on your inventory. This is something so many people have wanted, including myself. I think that would be very cool. But that being said, that's essentially it for the Soul Sand Valley. Let me know what you think of this down in the comments below. And let's go ahead and check out the Red Wart Forest. Did somebody say the Red Wart Forest? Well, through the power of editing, we have essentially arrived. And as you can see, we are greeted by a welcoming committee known as the Piglin Beast. Now, this is a new mob that would appear in this biome only, and it's actually been confirmed as shown in Minecon. I think this would be amazing to actually see in game. I'm curious to see how they do it. But these are essentially going to be a new form of pigman that carry a sword, as you can see here. They've got horns coming out of their nose, and of course adorable ears, but they are far from adorable. They would essentially attack you whenever you go towards a chest, especially if it has gold in it, because guess what? They love gold. And who doesn't, really? But essentially, they would also offer a form of trading known as a barter system, where you could throw gold at them, and they would actually throw a random item back. They wouldn't really have a UI, it would just be completely random, and they would essentially be rude and just toss it somewhere, if even give you anything at all. That's actually been a confirmed system by Minecon. They've actually confirmed it. It will be in the game, so that's a very interesting mechanic, and I'm curious to see how they do it. Now, apart from all the blocks, which we'll get to in just a moment, we also have Piglin Beast, which look amazing. And by the way, please compliment my models. I'm very proud of these. I made them myself, and Energized made the blocks. He did a fantastic job, by the way. As you can see, the Piglin Beast are very fierce creatures. They're going to be pretty hard to beat, so make sure that you've got a shield. And as a side note, notice this new form of glowstone, which is called netherstone, which actually has stairs and slabs. I think that would be super, super cool, and it would really make lighting interesting in terms of building. Also, structures would appear in this. I imagine we would get some sort of Piglin village, which, by the way, stay tuned. I'll be doing a video on that very soon. And it will probably be made of some sort of nether wart block, because it just looks so good in this biome. But let's go ahead and kind of take a look at what makes up this biome in terms of the blocks and features. Because as you can see, there is quite a lot to look at. And it's all in this chest. We've got the nether wart wood, we've got the stripped variants, and of course the planks, which are a little bit more ordinary planks than the last wood type. But as you can see, they're red, and I think it looks super cool. Definitely something we could use in the game. The logs also look really interesting. I love the way they look. They're so magical, and they're very cool. Of course, the nether stone. We've also got red wart mushroom, which, as you can see, there's fire particles kind of being emitted from them all over the place. Whenever you walk up to them, they would actually burn you and damage you somehow. I think that could be very cool and make it a little scary to traverse a biome like this. Along with the nether root, which you'll see in another biome a little bit later in the video as well, raw piglin from the beast, and of course gold from the piglin themselves. This biome has so much to offer. This is really only scratching the surface, but I love the way it looks, and I'm glad that we can actually have an example made out of it here. Perhaps there could even be a nether altar, as you can see here, as one of the main structures or centerpieces of the piglin territory and community. But this biome is very cool, and the way it looks against the nether itself is super awesome. I'm really happy they're finally adding biomes to the nether, because this one is extremely cool. But let's go ahead and check out the next biome, the blue wart forest. Last but certainly not least, we've got the blue wart forest, a twin to the previous biome, the red wart forest. Now this biome is amazing because of how atmospheric it is. You can see the fog is a blue color, which makes it really feel like this biome truly glows. And I think that's the reason I love it so much. Now, as far as the blocks, they're basically a replica of the previous biome. However, they're tinted blue. Now, it's basically got that blue to red feel. There's a lot of mysterious kind of unknowns about these two biomes, because since they are so alike, how are they different? And that's something we'll definitely have to see once 1.16 actually gets released. But for now, we can at least walk through it and get a feel for how this biome will look. Just like the previous biomes, this biome adds so many new block types. We've got the blue wart wood, which is an amazing block that I'm very excited for, and you'll see why here in just a moment. We've also got the new mushroom block, which would come pretty much with the blue wart mushroom. Now, as far as what effect this would release, in the red mushroom from the previous biome, it had kind of a fiery effect. I don't really know what this could be, so let me know what you think down in the comments below. What effect would this mushroom give off? And then, of course, we've got the nether root, which I don't really know why we don't have a blue version. If you look in the Minecon videos, they pretty much have the same plant that's in the red forest. So I don't really understand that, but it does look good, and it kind of adds a sense of color to the biome. We've also got the nether stone hanging from the trees, which really makes it glow as you walk around. I think that's super, super cool. Now, I just love the way this place looks. I would consider this maybe a dead version of the red forest. As you can see, there's no piglin or piglin beast around. Maybe this is uninhabitable by those particular mobs. So maybe this would be a very just silent, kind of creepy, biome to walk through. I think it's super, super cool nonetheless. And maybe it could be the home of abandoned structures, which use the new blocks that you could see hanging from these trees. So let's go ahead and take a look at the different blocks that we get with this biome. First and foremost, we get blue wart wood. We kind of looked at that a moment ago, but we've also got the log and planks that come along with it. I love the way these blocks look because they are super cool. We don't currently have any purple wood, so I think this would be an awesome addition to the game. Not to mention, it just looks really cool. It's definitely different and unlike anything we currently have. And of course, we've got the stripped versions of it as well, which I think also look equally as cool. So many different possibilities with these blocks alone. We've also got the blue moss netherrack, which I did forget to showcase in the last one. So just imagine that one being red and this one being, of course, blue. I think this is a cool block. It definitely opens up the way this entire world feels. And then, of course, the mushroom we talked about, the nether root, and the nether stone. There's so many different blocks in this update, so I'm extremely excited. And during Minecon, whenever they first announced the Nether update, there were a couple of people booing. And I presume it's people who wanted a cave update. But look around, there's so many new blocks that are coming along with this biome that we're really not missing anything. We're getting a lot of awesome new features in this update, and that's why I am extremely excited. So let me know what you think of this down in the comments below. That's gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing and turning on notifications to be alerted whenever I next upload a video. Also, let me know how excited you are for the Nether update in the comments below. This is going to be a really, really awesome update for Minecraft 1.16. But like I said, that's gonna be it for today. My name has been System Z. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.